Welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. Now, today I would like to talk about diplomacy. Diplomacy is one of the things that, as a presidential candidate, that I managed to invest myself in, of course, to get the knowledge to understand. But there's something happening in the United States of America. I would love the citizen of the United States of America to understand something, that when Trump was campaigning, Trump's visions and the plans for Americans is American first. Developing America. That means putting American first, putting American industry first, putting American citizen first, putting American product first, putting American military first, putting things that concern, that develop America. But it is becoming an abnormal that at the end of Trump's term, America will be a laughing subject. And I think it is that China and Russia is very excited of what is going on in America and how the European leaders, they are stepping back against America and they are also resisting America. It is giving opportunity for China and Russia to gain much effort and energy. One of the things that Trump talks about of ending the Ukraine war. I knew Trump was the best friend of Putin. Now, ask yourself a question. Is the war now ended? Trump made a statement but cannot even end the war in the Ukraine right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, which to me it really require a lot of understanding of Trump's diplomacy to Asia, to Asian nations, to Europe, to Africa, and many other parts where in terms of military or economical, we need to understand what is Trump diplomacy. Right now, Trump went and invaded Venezuela and he caused chaos there. Now, was that a diplomacy? Is that democracy? Ladies and gentlemen, now Trump is now entering into a war that is not even American war in Iran, backing with Israel. Now, this doesn't make sense. And you want people like UK, France, Germany, Belgium, mention them, to join the war, the NATO nations? It is very hard because the war is not theirs. First of all, what is the objective of the Iran war? We need to ask ourselves a question, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't make sense that the war is going on, but we don't understand exactly what is the objective of the war. Can we find out that exactly what is Trump trying to achieve? He said that the Iran nuclear power has fully been destroyed, right? According to Trump's statement. But then later on, Iran still have a capability of throwing it over their embassies in different parts of the nations and also against Israel. Now, later on, Iran tried to block the Strait of Hormuz, and right now we are saying America is saying using their ship to block the same thing. But the question is, the main objective of this war is for what? But then you're saying that certain African leaders should not do A, should not do B, should not do C. But now we ask ourselves a question: who is killing who? Right now, the death of the people who have died in Iran, innocent Iranians who have died, ask yourself a question: were they soldiers? Some of them were innocent. But you're doing something and you're saying it's a time for them to rise up and take over their nations when you're killing them? Ladies and gentlemen, America citizens, you need to see this very deeply inside your heart and find out exactly what is Trump's agenda. If not, by the time Trump will get done with this term, America will become a laughing subject. That is number one. Number two, America will find it hard to restore its relationship with them and the other nations, because now it's forcing other nations to reconsider their relationship between the United States of America and them. Also, it has really given some lesson for the African nations and the African leaders to start understanding how will they act with their diplomacy and with America or with the European nation and Asia, because this is a time every leader needs to sit down and reflect on how to operate with other nations. So it really doesn't make sense on that. But above all, of course, we are seeing the prices of oil is increasing everywhere, which we know it also affects us as people here in Africa. When the prices of oil increase, expect everything to increase, which affect us. But the question will be, what is African leaders doing to make sure that whatever is happening very far from us distance does not affect us. Think about that and let us know in your comments what you think. But for the US citizens, I wish you guys to reconsider having a Republican back into power, or you should try to have Democrat. Maybe they have better agenda of transforming America. Thank you.